Hey guys, Rob Shucraft here with Restore Fitness. Today I'm going to talk about my Big Ray strap from Spud Inc. with the Godzilla resistance band. I already got it hooked up over here. Real quick, I want to tell you, I am going to talk about its intended purpose, like what it's mainly marketed as. There's a couple other cool things you could do with the strap and the band separately for workouts. So kind of stick toward the end or fast forward toward the end when I start talking about that. You can do like lats and quads exercises. So if that interests you, hang around. But let me show you what it's mainly used for, or at least what it's marketed as, and that is the strap for like lower back traction and hips, opening up the hips. So I don't know where you stand or where your doctor or chiro or whoever stands as far as traction and distraction and just joint manipulation and things like that. But this thing, I first saw Donnie Thompson, Super D, talking about this on a YouTube video. He's going through this lower back protocol. I'll link to it. It's a great video. That's what I've been doing with this thing since I've had it the past couple of weeks. And I'm like, I want that thing. I saw it a couple of years ago. I just, for whatever reason, found it on Spud's site, and I thought, I got to get that. I got to get something like that. It's a lot like I think they're called yoga swings. It looks like a poorly built hammock. It's kind of like those, except it's made for like 400-pound powerlifters like Big Ray Williams to hang upside down on. So let me show you first. So you kind of, let's see, what would be the best way to do this? You kind of put it on. Somebody said you put it on like a coat, and that's really a good way to put it. You put it on like a coat, and then you just put the band kind of on your upper hip area, and just walk on down. You get in this position here. I'm going to talk super loud since I'm hanging upside down and it's raining. I got a little bit working against me. But anyways, hang on a second. So as you can see, sometimes you got to adjust it a little bit. So I can lay down on my shoulders, and I'm not going to go through the full protocol, but I'm just going to show you. I'll tell you, I lay down on my shoulders, but I also do it just hanging, like the Batman, you know, where nothing's touching, your head's not touching. I'll talk about that in a second. But basically, go through these exercises where you can drive your hips forward, engage your glutes, engage your lower back, almost like you're doing like a reverse hyper or something, and then just relax. And just keep working. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. Just look up Super D's channel is great. You can do all sorts of great stuff like the hip flexors. Hip flexors. Like I said, I'll let him do the talking. Just know this thing is awesome. You can just camp out here for a while. Now, Donnie Thompson says in his videos, you know, don't do more than, if you're starting off, don't do more than like 30 seconds to a minute. Just don't want to like get too crazy loosening stuff up. But he said he'll do it for like 5-10 minutes. I didn't hear all that the first time I did it. I did it for like 30 minutes, and I was just rubbed raw all through here. So usually when I do it now, I put on like a hoodie or something. But again, you don't have to do it for too long. It's the beauty of it. You just go through those exercises. Okay, I'm not going to talk about those much more. I want to talk a little bit about kind of how you rig it. So you can hook up to a pull-up bar. If you want to go higher, basically just use a different strap. This is a real long strap. Actually, this is a Spud strap too. I got it with the Econo pulley. But any strap, or you could use, you know, you can set up your barbell to kind of be the height of the pull-up bar. So you kind of find your sweet spot. For me, when I'm doing all those exercises, that lower back protocol, I like to have this thing hanging right just below my knee. And that seems to be the sweet spot for me to not have too much pressure, so I can really isolate the hips, but also be able to get something out of it. So play with the heights. It's very cool. It makes it easy to do that. What else? Oh yeah. Some people say like, oh, your cervical spine's getting all messed up being on the floor like that, but you're not loading it that much. Plus, my wife, when she does it, she just puts an AirX pad down, or actually it's a Yes for All pad. Sorry, Yes for All. And like basically a foam pad, heavy foam pad, and it's easy on the neck. Plus, like I said, you're not there for that long anyway. People just like to hate. Maybe they're right. I don't know. But let me show you some stuff here. So I'll just kind of show you how it's rigged up. You got a couple carabiners on each piece. And I'm just running this through a loop. They set it up differently on their side, I think. But anyways, it's basically these super heavy duty straps. Obviously they're heavy duty. Look, big people 100, 200 pounds bigger than me, and I'm about 250. I don't know. I haven't weighed myself in a while. Hanging on this thing. Big old straps. You get a loop on this end. You get a carabiner on this end, all the way through, and again on the same side, or same way on the other side, rather. So these connect like so. They just hook in, and you get yourself a big loop here. Okay, and that's where the band goes through this. So you take it, you run this through, connect that to the loop. Sometimes it's probably just me because I'm an idiot, but the carabiner gets kind of stuck on the nylon, whatever. So anyways, there you go. So you do that same thing on the other side, and then you slide your back through, kind of like you're going to launch yourself with a slingshot. That's pretty much what this is, just a big freaking slingshot. Okay, so I told you guys I would show you a couple things you could do with this. Like I said, it's kind of cool as a swing. My kids use it. I've used it several times. I know Spud's used it. He's got it on his their YouTube channel or Instagram channel or something. But I want to show you a couple exercises that I love. First, I'll show you with the Godzilla band. This is the biggest. This band is so insanely huge. I usually just wear it around the gym while I'm coaching people. That was pretty sweet, right? I'm trying to think of a wrestler. Help me out. What wrestler is that? All right. So this thing is like, I'm sure it's well over 200 pounds of resistance. I don't know, maybe 300. I really don't know. But this is a deadlift. You can do heavy band deadlifts. I know it looks like I'm kind of joking around, but seriously, if you, let's say you're going on vacation, you got a duffel bag, just roll this sucker up. Grab a little bar, like whatever. This is like a cheap Walmart dumbbell bar, probably like $5. Throw this in the bag, throw a couple more if you have them, and you can do deadlifts. These just absolutely crush your glutes. Let me show you. I think Steve Maxwell is the first person I ever saw do these. I feel like I've made a video of this before. I'm sorry if I have, whatever. If you haven't seen it, it's still good. So, you take the band, you take the bar, kind of center, you put the left crap. What I'm doing basically, let me show you. I don't want to mess with my camera, it'll fall over. I'm putting the bar underneath, and then I'm going to twist it all the way up. You'll see when I come up with it. It's not rocket science, guys, you can figure it out. Let's check it out. I'm going to go underneath it, unless you just want half the resistance, then you just go between them. I'm going to pull it up, I'm going to wind it up, and I'm going to do some deadlifts. Woo! And man, I'm not kidding, man, your glutes will blow up. I don't need any more glutes blowing up, they're blowing up enough. But if you want something to play with, that's not what I meant. Well, get the band, all right. So one more thing I want to show you guys, something you can do with the strap. I saw this on Instagram the other day. Two more things. This is gonna be a little longer video. Oh well, wasn't new. I saw this on Instagram the other day on Spud Inc.'s channel, and this is genius. So what somebody did. Ah, dang it! Hang on, I thought I hooked this up earlier. Alright, this is going to be janky. I thought I hooked this up, but basically I got a Spud Econo pulley. You can hook this, it doesn't have to be Spud, it can be any sort of cable whatsoever. A classic lat pull down machine, a rower, whatever. And then I took on this case, I took a carabiner and ran a strap through it. So now I'm going to run, I really don't want to take 300 some pounds off that bar right now, so I'm just going to be lazy and try to film around it. So, I'm running this strap to the big race strap without the band through, and then I'm going to connect it. I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I got a lot of people, including, I mean really, there's a lot of really strong people who don't really know how to engage their lats properly. I mean, it's sort of a weird, that whole mind-muscle connection. And if you want to hit somebody's lats, most likely when you're training new folks, or even folks who aren't that new, like I said, happens to a lot of people. It's hard to really hit the lats, hard to engage them unless if you don't know how to turn them on. So what usually happens is people's biceps get burned out real quick. So if we do a lat pull down, hang on, I suck, man. I can't talk and do stuff. There we go. So, if you want to really isolate your lats, get your biceps out of the picture, you can do something like this. You run your arms through, up to the elbows. The closer to your elbow, the better, in terms of hitting the lats. And then whatever position you want to do it from, in this case, I'm going to sit down. Let's see if you can see me. Yeah, pretty much. And I'm going to have my hands, I'm not holding on because I'll be tempted to use my arms. I'm going to have my hands just flat on the strap, and I'm just going to pull my elbows back. So I completely take my arms out of the picture. This is all lat and upper back here. You can stand up and do the same thing. And I'm already feeling my lats. Like, I'm pretty decent to turn my lats on at will, bro. But this even, you don't have a choice but to only use your lats. So it's very, very awesome. One more thing I want to do to hit the quads. You take this thing, double up. This is like a cable-loaded terminal knee extension. You put your foot through, right behind your knee. Step back a little bit. You got your heel up. Hopefully you can see that. Basically, my heel's up. Ball of my foot's on the ground. I'm just driving my heel down. I'm doing knee extensions. A lot like a knee extension, except you don't get that forward shear on your knee. So it's like a banded terminal knee extension, TKAs, if you want of those. And holy crap, this thing burns. You could also, if you wanted to, I've been doing it with the single legs, but you could take both straps, put them around both knees, load it up a little extra heavier, as long as you have something to hold on to. It gets kind of funky at that point. But yeah, guys, great investment. I think it was like $79 for both the strap. You could buy them individually, but you save a bit of money if you buy both together. So it's like 79 bucks for this Godzilla strap and the Big Ray strap. Guys, 3 Storm Fitness, Rob Shoecraft. If you got any questions about any of this equipment, let me know. Please subscribe to my videos and have a wonderful day.